I like to think that if something is properly spicy, you gotta taste it twice. Today we're exploring spaghetti all'assassina, which is a dish that hails from Bari, Italy. This tomato-based pasta has a heavy garlic flavor with a ton of heat. What makes this pasta stand out is that the pasta itself isn't boiled in water, but it's actually cooked in the pan with the sauce until the pasta burns a little bit. Yes, burning is part of its charm. Now, if you're not into the charred flavor, you could dial this step back a little bit, and it's still amazing without it. The name all'assassina suggests that the pasta is so spicy that it could harm you, but obviously this is a playful exaggeration because you're the one controlling the heat, but if you want, it could definitely pack a punch. You might notice that the title of this video is Pasta all'assassina and not Spaghetti all'assassina, and this is because I'm using macaroni instead of spaghetti. But why? My pan isn't big enough for full-length spaghetti, and apparently it's a crime to break spaghetti. Plus, macaroni is easier to handle for this recipe, making it accessible for home cooks at all levels. The ingredients are simple and likely already in your pantry. Concentrated tomato paste, 5 or more cloves of garlic, macaroni pasta, chili flakes of your choice, and Parmesan cheese for grating. Finally, you'll need a good quality extra virgin olive oil since you'll be using a fair amount and its flavors will be prominent. Let's start by making the tomato broth that will slowly cook the pasta. Add a generous amount of olive oil to a pan, and when it's hot, add 3 cloves of garlic. Cook until the garlic turns golden, then add all the tomato paste. Stir for about 30 seconds to let the paste pick up some flavor, then add about 1 liter of water. Reduce the heat and let it simmer while you start on the pasta in another pan. The beauty of using macaroni is that you can use any size pan. Just make sure that it's large enough to fit all your macaroni in one layer so each piece gets equal toasting. To begin, add a generous amount of olive oil to the pan, ensuring the bottom is well covered. Add 2 cloves of garlic and 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. Use less if you don't want to feel the dragon's kiss in the morning. Toast the garlic and chili flakes for a minute before adding your raw macaroni. Toast the pasta in the oil for a few minutes to your desired level. This way you don't accidentally burn it too much later. This also gives the pasta a deep, nutty flavor when fully cooked. Once your pasta is toasted to your liking, it's time to start the pasta torture. Slowly add the tomato broth, starting at the edges of the pan for even distribution. No need to stir yet. Let the pasta absorb the liquid before adding more broth. Keep the heat under the pan a bit over medium. Now repeat the broth pouring process until your pasta is fully cooked. I like to stir the pasta briefly every other time I add broth because the pasta doesn't end up getting charred black. If you're a fan of the charred flavor, just leave it alone for longer. Don't feel obligated to use all the broth. The pasta will tell you when it's done. Let any remaining liquid cook away before removing the pan from the heat. You can serve it as is, but I like to grate some Parmesan on top for added umami. Depending on how much chili you use, prepare for a spicy kick in the morning. Thank you, and remember, no pain, no flavor.